I'm Bobby Allwine. I started Sinister Motorsports 6 years ago. It's always just been me. And then this year I brought these guys in and we have a 6-car team.
I'm Christian Paisley. I race #1 Hornet. Actually going to stay in Hornets this year. Went back and forth figuring out if one to bump up or not.
Lucas Virgil, I drive the 32. It was a Hornet last year. I'm going to take it up to front-wheel drive this year. Looking forward to 2019 with Sinister Motorsports.
My name is Joey Carter. I started off in the NODs running, actually taking my last NOD car and making it a Hornet car. Thought I'd try out the Hornet class. Join the team with Sinister Motorsports. Can't wait.
I'm James Aisley. Drive the 81 front-wheel drive. 2018 Rookie of the Year. Joined Sinister Motorsports. Hoping to keep everybody's cars together and get the best cars out there.
All right, very cool. What does racing mean to you guys individually?
Life.
So it's more of a passion than, a sport?
Well, with Christian, he's the 4th generation of our family racing. Grandpa started at 65, so it's definitely in the blood.
Definitely in the blood.
And then I'm going also with the paint scheme of his tow truck this coming up season.
The Dad and Lad's tow truck?
It's more, everybody says, oh, it's just racing, it's just racing, it's just racing. It is just racing until you actually do it. And once you do it, I sat out for 6 years, 7 years, and worked track safety. I've driven the tow truck out there, and it's just being in the infield and watching when you've actually done it just kills you. Yeah. And I mean, you want to be out there so bad, and you can be out there with them guys, and hope that you can hang with them, and then you're stuck in the infield, and it's like somebody's like kicking you in the gut.
The adrenaline rush is probably my favorite.
The adrenaline rush. So talk about what it's like inside the car. You're the newest one. I want to hear your perspective.
Well, I don't know, just the feeling of the car. I tried running the inside groove, second groove, pushed into the third groove. I like to set up my car to where I can run the second groove because that's the easiest way to pass cars. You kind of need a faster car to actually do it.
Do you get nervous at all?
When it comes up to running next to family or people I've been close with or helped out, that's when it kind of gets nerve-wracking because I'm going to end up, doing something wrong or end up blowing a tire or something and taking each other out.
I get nervous still.
Still get nervous?
Yeah, I think when you're sitting in, like for me, when you're sitting in lineup and you're waiting to go out on the track, you have kind of like that butterfly moment. And then once you hit the track, that kind of starts to go away because it's almost like for me, I refer to it as almost like a Zen moment because nothing else at that particular moment when you hit the track, there's nothing else you're focused on but what is going on the track in front of you because you can't focus on anything else. If you lose focus for a split second, that can mean you're wrecking your car or someone else's car or something along those lines. So, I mean, I think if you don't have that butterfly moment before you go out,
Should have gone the track.
you might not want to go out there because
I don't know about these guys, but I know with me when I'm sitting in lineup, I don't even like to be talked to. I'm in my own little world, and I focus on I know what I got to do, and people come up to my window and we'll talk, say good luck, stuff like that, give me nuts, high fives, whatever, and I'll do it, but I listen to them, and I know what they're saying, but I'm just zoned in my own little world, you know, and I just don't even like being talked to when I'm in lineup and ready to go out. I come out, you talk to me all you want, you know, and I'm just like this much higher, but when I'm in the car and getting ready to go out, I just focus on what I gotta do. That's my phone.
So what's it like on a Saturday being at the track? Is it stressful? Is it fun? Is it relaxing?
It can be stressful. You know, it all depends on how your car's running. You know, you go out there and you go out and practice and you're running a good line, the car's handling great, you know, you're on cloud 9. You know, you go out and the car's junk and doesn't handle worth a crap, and then you're running around trying to figure out, okay, well, let's do this, you know, and it's just, it can be stressful.
Then again, it can be fun too, because I mean, if everything's handling right, all your guys' stuff is where it needs to be, it's kind of just like, you know, relaxing with the family, just waiting for your turn to go out and give it a shot and try to get that checkered flag. So, you know, we're always doing something as far as, you know, tweaking or tuning or whatever to try to get it faster or make it better. But for the most part, if they're fast and they're just fast, then we don't have to do much, and it can be a lot more fun that way. But more often than not, we have something to do.
I see it. It's only stressful if you let it be stressful. If you let everybody else try to get it in your head, you're trying to get to that edge where you're beating them, but yet you're still within what you can do. From experience, it's all on if you were in a bad mood before you went there, or if you were, when you got there, if you let things get to you, it can be stressful. If you just go there, hey, I'm just here to race my race, do what I can, be the best I can be, you'll actually have more fun at it. If you're there just to race yourself, that's pretty much where you gotta be at. Is if you're racing out there just to beat somebody, it puts so much more stress, and that's where I'm not trying to be. I'm just out there to have fun for myself.
Yeah, so you're racing. I'll stop it. Okay, so back to it. So basically, you're racing your race, and you're not trying to race anybody else's race because you don't want to lose to their plan. You want to win to your plan, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
A good example of like Jay was talking about being, you know, stressed, you know, and if you're going in a bad mood or not. I took that one out last year one time and ran it, and it smoked so bad I parked it. He was having alternator trouble. He came in, he was all upset and ready to park his car and call it a night and everything, and I looked at him, I said, no, I said, we've got the same car. Pull my alternator, put it in your car, you know, finish the night. Well, we pulled mine, pulled his, swapped them, and he went out that night, and me being in a bad mood and everything because of that thing, he went out, he finished, he won his heat and finished second in the feature, and that just made me that much higher, you know, because I made it to where he wasn't upset anymore, and he went out and he did good, you know. So, and that's as teammates, that's what we do, you know.
So let's talk about the family history. I know Dad Lance has been out there for a long while. Let's talk about that a little bit. How did he get involved in it?
That'd be on you.
I don't think I've been.
I really don't know how he got his first car, but I do know he worked in used auto sales. might have got a car from there. I don't know.
I thought he like started it with like a bunch of friends. And
I think he did it more with his brothers. I think he had 7 brothers.
Yeah, so essentially he's like you guys, he just loved to be out there no matter what he was doing, racing, towing, helping in infield. So what's the big plans for the year? I see some Hornets, I see some front wheel drives.
4 of us are doing front wheel drive, 2 of us are running
Hornets.
just trying to be top of the class or even just better our cars ourselves, make us better drivers. There's always something you can improve on, no matter how many years you've been racing.
Always improving.
Like,
Always.
I can even feel myself improving. I started out, went out for a heat race, started up front because I ended up looping the car because I didn't check tow or nothing before I went out. Went out for the feature and ended up actually learning how to pass on the outside. And I got admitted, it was probably the best feeling I've had racing because I started out in dirt go-karts. My uncle got me into those, and then went out on a practice night in one of Dad's cars. Ended up trading it for that car and got it back, started tearing it apart. And he's like, well, here's a car, learn from it. Just went on from there.
So what's the difference between a front wheel drive and a Hornet?
Front wheel drives, you can actually do more to them. The Hornets have to be basically completely stock. You know, you strip the car, you put a cage in it, you go race. Front wheel drives, you can camber all 4 corners. You can put the aftermarket noses on and the aftermarket tails. Do a little bit more to the front wheel drives than you can the Hornets. They've opened up the rules a lot more for the front wheel drives the past couple years to kind of separate them more. And you still get a lot of people, well, what's the difference between a front wheel drive and a Hornet? There are some, but it's mostly set up and body, you know, compared to, it's still supposed to be a stock car, you know, but I mean, you can do a little more to them than you can with a Hornet.
So the front wheel drives out at South Bend are really competitive. It's like one of the most competitive classical size street stocks. Do you guys like the challenge? Do you like there being a lot of cars?
I do. I started out, when I first started back racing, I started out in front wheel drive class, and I had a Cavalier, and I was racing guys like Mike Long and those guys, and I couldn't compete. And I dropped down to Hornets. And I ran Hornets for 3 years, and then decided I wanted to move up and got my front wheel drive 2 years ago. Yeah, because I got the Saturn 2 years ago and moved up, and I had a blast. I had so much more fun in the front wheel drives than I did the Hornets, that it's just being able to run door to door with like Jay and Derek Davis and Corey Woods and those guys. I mean, it's just knowing that you can be there with them and compete. It's undescribable. You know, it's a lot of fun.
So what's going to be a successful season for each one of you guys this year?
Running a full season without the car cutting out, actually finishing a feature.
Yeah, I noticed there was a few times during the lead, and then all of a sudden I hear Bobby over in the corner yelling at somebody,
I
and
could
then I
have
see
had multiple
you.
feature wins, multiple heat wins. I did actually get a fast heat win, and after that heat win, it was just downhill. And
Well, hopefully you got it figured out.
Yeah,
we think so.
We think we got the most figured.
So for me, I haven't cracked top 10 yet, and since I started racing again. I finished 11th my first year back, and actually Maggie McIntyre beat me by 1 point for 10th place.
Wow.
And I haven't cracked top 10 yet. I've been top 15, but I haven't cracked top 10, and that's one of my goals. I'd like to be somewhere about top 5 this year. That's my goal for the year.
I think for me, it's just I've been doing this stuff off and on for such a long time, and I've still yet to see a checkered flag. So I'd like to at least win a heat or a feature or something. Of course, I want to run. I want to have a good, steady season, solid season, and finish decent in points. You know, I would love to be in the top 10 in points, but well, we really won't know until we get there as far as what the car is going to do. So that'd be successful for me.
Very cool.
I just want to go out and put on a show. Since this is my first year of actually running in the Hornet class, and I want to see what I'm able to do. My goal is to move up to street stocks.
Street stocks?
By the time I'm done racing, that's where I want to be.
That's very cool.
I just want a good year, not have to work on the cars.
That's a never-ending thing.
If we have a good year where all the cars are still straight at the end of the season, I'd be happy with that.
Cool.
At least the frames being straight still.
Frames being straight. No extra welding to the roll cage, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you're running a special paint scheme. Anybody else running any special numbers or paint schemes?
My paint scheme. My paint scheme is kind of a cross between 2 Harry Gant cars, and I went with John Deere green and John Deere yellow. I did it for my dad. Been 2 years since he's been gone, and he was a big John Deere guy. Mom's still got the farm, and she asked if I painted John Deere green and John Deere yellow for him. Sorry.
Okay.
So I did. And it's actually going to say across the back, it's going to say Mama Said.
Mama
because,
said.
Mom asked me to paint it like that. So.
Very cool. What about you, Lucas? What's your numbers and paint schemes?
Well, I had Melissa to line up some new numbers for me this year.
With Left Turn Graphics, right?
Yeah, Left Turn Graphics did an awesome job on the numbers. They look super. they're just awesome. I've never ran anything other than a black car, so I'm actually going to switch it up and run a red car this year. So, but it's not just going to be any kind of regular red. I'm going to keep that to myself.
Cool. Nice little teaser. Special number?
No, the number I run is for my kids.
Okay.
It's a number combination between some meaningful numbers for my kids. So.
Hey, those are the best numbers. Joey?
Yeah, my numbers are both for my kids. It's number 23, which goes perfect for my kids. I'm actually letting the kids pick the color of the car, so it's going to be a purple, but we haven't decided on what color purple yet.
Wow. Well, hopefully they can get it close to like a Hoosier or...
It's up in the air. There's either the chrome purple, there's a couple other different color purples. We haven't just pinpointed it yet. So.
What about you?
Not special.
Not special?
Just 81. See how it goes. Got a lot of work ahead of us.
A lot of work ahead of us.
Yes.
Still finding stuff bent that we didn't know bent.
Yeah.
All right. Any sponsors? Any people you want to mention?
Left Turn Graphics. Melissa does all of my decals. She's done Lucas's. She did Joey's. She does Jay's. She went through and put together a new logo for us this year, and got the hats and the shirts and everything. And she's doing the the hat sponsorship, like she's been doing for other drivers. She's doing one for us. So if anybody wants a hat, you know, $20 through Melissa, and then $5 comes to the race team, and we get a message of who bought one, and lets us know that they helped sponsor the team this year, and which I think is a really cool idea. And Melissa does a lot of really cool things for the track, and I love her to death, and she does really great work. And that and J-Bar-D Farms, which is my mom's homestead and everything, and she's helped me out a lot with the car, and thrown me some cash here and there, you know. And these guys, I wouldn't be able to do it without these guys. You know, they keep me in line and keep me calm and help me with the car and get me rolling and everything. And I think the most important one that I have is my fiance Patty. She stands behind me and supports me in everything that I do. And there's been times that I've said, screw it, I'm done, you know, I'm going to sell everything, and she's like, no, you're not, you know, you're too passionate about this, and I don't want to hear you complain that you don't have a car anymore. But she keeps me going. She's my rock, and she's about the most important one. So
I think in general, I mean, for those of us who have ladies in our lives, I think in general they're one of the biggest supporters and sponsors of the whole deal, because they let us come do what we need to do to the cars. The kids, like for those of us who have kids, my kids will come and work on the cars. You know, we really try to make it a family-oriented thing. I mean, you don't get to the fourth generation over here by excluding the kids or just doing it on your own. Keeping them involved and doing things like that is really important to all of us, as far as making sure that the kids and your family can just come out and help with whatever and be involved.
Oh, yeah.
my boy Gavin's the same way. He loves being out here. You've seen him out at the track.
Yeah, always holding a checker flag.
Or stealing them.
Yep, stealing them.
And he
one asking is it time to go racing, Matt?
Yeah.
He
hasn't asked that yet.
I get out. I pull into the pits after a race. He's the first one in my car, you know, and he's always out here. But when he's with me on the weekends, he's always out here.
Any other sponsors from you guys?
Working on one.
We're working on a couple. I'm working on a couple for whole team sponsorship. He's working on one for whole team sponsorship, and then we're all kind of working individually on trying to get some for each of our cars.
And anything helps, right? So if somebody wants to donate,
if
is there
anybody's interested,
Facebook
sure.
page?
Yep. Yes, there's Sinister Motorsports has a Facebook page. You can message me on Facebook. All these guys are on Facebook. You can message any one of us if you're willing to sponsor or know anybody that's willing to sponsor. Any little thing helps, you know. So all you got to do is message us or message the Sinister Motorsports Facebook page, and we'll get it.
All right. And last question: who's going to get the first flag?
We know this one's trying to, but we'll see.
I'm gonna help him out to learn a good line.
All right.
We'll see. If he
I
gets
raced
one.
I'm blowing
this
up
year,
one
kinda
motor
knows
trying
how it is.
already. We'll
Like
see.
I said, I ain't counting my chickens before that.
All right. Well, thanks guys for the time, and I hope people check out your Facebook pages and help out if they can. Thanks.
Thanks for coming
Thank
out.
you.
Thank you.